of concerning Facebook is the fact that it is being used as a platform for da'wah, which is good, but not really at some times. At some times, individuals who should not be giving fatwa, who should not be spreading knowledge, are doing so. The same way, in real life, if someone asked you a question about a matter in Islam which you don't know, you can't answer him until you know. If you know from either the evidence itself or from the statements of the scholars or whatever يعني hujjah, proof and evidence you have, you speak. Otherwise you speak not. And today, this idea of forwarding emails, posting comments, for example, or notes or videos that contain information that is inauthentic is haram. Not every time you see a video that you think sounds nice, you can go ahead and post it or share it with your friends without knowing the content of this material and whether it is Islamically sound or not. Similarly, you can't just open up any book and get an extract from it that you think sounds nice with narrations there, which you don't know whether they are authentic or not, and post it on your Facebook page so that everyone that comes in, they see it without verifying first whether this is sound information or not. You cannot do that because you are either sharing knowledge or you're giving fatwa, and both require knowledge first. فَاعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ لِذَنْبِكَ. Allah told the Prophet ﷺ, know that there is no God worthy of worship but Allah, then seek forgiveness for your sin. So we in Islam give precedence to knowledge over actions and statements. Without knowledge, no actions, no statements. The idea then of putting up information without verifying it first is something which we are not allowed to do. If we understood this element, we will solve 90% of the Facebook problems. Well, not 90, let's say 50%, because we have many other problems. But most of them will be solved. If everyone really used it in such a fashion that before they shared anything, they had verified that this is reliable, authentic, sound information, then you will have a peace of mind. But the problem is, and the truth is, most Facebook users, I'm speaking about Muslims, I'm not even going to speak about the non-Muslims because I don't expect anyone to have friends that are non-Muslims unless they give them da'wah or their relatives. And that is still debatable. I'm assuming that these are all Muslims we're speaking about. The truth of the matter is, I personally suffered when I tried to keep a page that was personal, not for One Way to Paradise, wherein the only friends I have are male friends. Okay, and not only, I was somewhat selective, meaning I don't just accept anyone. If they have a silly looking picture, you know, that indicates that there's lack of commitment, I wouldn't even add this person as a friend. Because I know what kind of things I will see on my front page the next day. I know what kind of things they will share. And I'm not willing to see them, nor anyone who has me as a friend to see them either. With being super selective, I failed drastically. I had major failure. In fact, I spent hours a day simply trying to rectify and enjoin the good and forbid the evil. With the shortcomings that I have and the lack of knowledge which I have, there should be someone over me doing what I'm doing to the others to teach me as well. But with the little thing I know, I had to spend my whole hours trying to tell this person, this is wrong, this is haram, you cannot do this, and all you get is philosophers. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. I never knew there were so many philosophers in Islam. I always thought it was Einstein and, you know, Aristotle and these guys. It turned out we have way more than the people think. The average Muslim today is a philosopher. You can't get to any bottom line with him concerning anything. You give him something, they give you 20 things in return. Not on evidence, not Quran, Sunnah, no. I think, I assume, my Sheikh told me, it's an endless hassle and suffering. Why? no knowledge. Want to do good. Not saying they intend good, but the intention is not sufficient. The intention must be accompanied with the correct deed. A deed according to the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is as Allah described it. قُلْ هَذِهِ سَبِيلِي أَدْعُو عَلَى بَصِيرَةٍ أَنَا وَمَنِ اتَّبَعَنِي. Say, this is my way, I call to Allah upon knowledge, I and those who follow me. This is the way, upon knowledge. So the first advice to those who want to stay on Facebook is quit that stuff. Don't put up anything, not a video, not an audio, not a note, not anything, unless you know this is sahih, and you can stand before Allah on Yawm al-Qiyamah and say, I knew this was reliable information. If you didn't, you are sinful. وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ. Allah said, don't go chasing that which you have no knowledge of. You don't know about it. You don't. If you say, brother, I don't have the qualifications to verify, say, Barakallah feek, you answered yourself. You don't have the qualifications, leave that business alone to those who are qualified. If he says, I'm qualified, say, then go ahead. Verify. See how you corner them? I'm not qualified, then what are you doing? I am qualified, tafaddal. Verify. This is the only two options, or these are the only two options. Without them, no.